Do aspects, tenses, and voice confuse your learning in English? Worry no more. We have your back. English has never been easy with your learning squad. Propelled by the core values of excellence, integrity, innovation, service, and compassion, the ETUlay High School English program aims to support distance learning and to promote the attainment of communicative and cultural competence through fostering a learner-centered, child-friendly, gender-sensitive, globally aware, and encouraging remediation sessions following the most essential learning competencies. Here is your learning squad. For English 7, you have Mentor Tutor Trace from SDO Pasig and Menti Tutor Arnel from SDO Pasig. For English 8, you have Mentor Tutor Rubeline from SDO Lapu-Lapu City and Menti Tutor Joveth from SDO Butuan City. For English 9, you have Mentor Tutor Chester from SDO Batangas Province and Menti Tutor Ellie from SDO Camarines Sur. And for English 10, you have Mentor Tutor Juday from SDO Lapu-Lapu City and Menti Tutor Remem from SDO Lapu-Lapu City. Truly, we are excited to begin another fun-filled school year with you. See you at ETUlay!
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gap where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Alright, good afternoon sa ating mga online learners sa iba't ibang panig ng bansa. Narito na naman tayo sa ating another ETUlay online tutorial for English 9. At ako nga pala si Tutor Ellie from SDO Camarines Sur. Hello sa inyo lahat na ating mga viewers ngayon. Hello Angela. Hello Venice, hello Darlene. Hi Darlene, I miss you all. Princess, Mika, Althea, ayan. Napaka-active ng mga students natin from the different places around the Philippines. Okay, nandito din si John Wayne Alam, Kayla Cepeda, and Isabella. Sana na, Jamaica, hello Jamaica. Sana naroon kayo sa ating DepEd National GC for English 9 ha, mga dear online learners. So ngayon, we're on another session. We are already on our week 7, tapos na tayo sa first 6 weeks ng ating quarter 1 topics for English 9. So, again, ako si Tutor Ellie, ang inyong tutor base sa ating ETUlay online tutorial for English 9. So, yan, kaway-kaway naman kayo dyan sa ating mga online learners from Diamantina National High School. Hi Darlene, I miss you all. Graymore from Cagayan, hello. Jamaica and the rest. Comment nyo lang yun kung saang school kayo. At later, please sumabay kayo sa pag-answer sa ating mga activities na nakuha natin sa ating mga modules. So ayan, for this afternoon, meron ako sa inyong ipapakilala. Well, I introduce to you our new tutor na talaga namang equally handsome and equally competent and napakagaling din na tutor. And let's welcome all together, my dear online learners, ang ating bagong tutor na makakasama every Tuesday at 3 o'clock to 3:40 p.m. Nabubulal ako. So ayan, let's welcome, nandito siya, si Tutor Joven o si Tutor Jove. Pasok, Tutor Jove! Ayun.
Hello learners! Ako si Tutor Job. Equally
Yes.
handsome, sir. Ewan ko lang kung mag-agree sila.
Ano ba, okay lang yan, Tutor Job? Ayan. Sige, pakilala ka naman,
Yes.
Tutor Job. Taga saang school ka? Saang SDO ka?
Yes. Hello. My name is Jovin Job E. Pilas Pilas. I am a teacher one from Solano High School, Solano, Nueva Vizcaya, Region 2.
O
Yeah.
ayan, di ba mga onliners, may dalawa na tayong tutors na makakasama nyo for every
Yes.
session of English 9. So, we have ako, yours truly, Tutor Ellie from Camarines Sur, Region 5, Bicol. At si Tutor Jove naman ay, ang anong region ka, sir?
Region 2.
O sige, Region 2 and
Opo.
Region 5. At ang mga online learners natin ay coming from the different regions around the Philippines, di ba? Meron, basa nga tayo dito kung sino yung mga active na participant natin, Tutor Joe, sa comments.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Darlene. Oh, yan. Parang siya yung first na, meron pa pala si Jamaica, Shane Manabat. So, hello. Thank you
Yes.
for your warm welcome dito sa first na, ETUlay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we start, Tutor Job, pwede batiin na muna natin yung ating mga teachers, mga co-teachers sa ating, sa akin, ako galing ako sa Campo National
Mm-mm.
High School sa Camarines Sur. Binabati ko ang aking bagong principal na si Ma'am Eva Malaniaon, kasalin, kabilang ng ating mga co-teachers dito at mga teaching and non-teaching personnel ng SDO Camarines Sur. At na pinangungunahan ng aming superintendent na si Dr. Loida Inedea Sesu 5. Hello ma'am, hello sa inyo lahat. Sir,
Yes, and I would also like to say hello to, of course, my school head, Sir Victor Talion. Ayan, tapos sa aking department head na si Ma'am Novi Santiago. I hope they're watching, and also, of course, everyone sa aming SDO Nueva Vizcaya. Thank you for your support.
yes, thank you. Thank you po sa inyo. Ngayon naman, Tutor Job, ang ating English 9 na session ay ito, hindi, wag nating kalimutan, may dear online learners. Kailangan yung i-share itong video
Yeah.
natin. Please share the link, di ba, Tutor Job? At saan
Yes,
tayo,
para
Tutor
naman.
Job, mapapanood?
Yeah, so we are on Facebook sa DepEd EdTech Unit, and also on YouTube sa DepEd Educational Technology
Okay.
Unit.
Tama. So in case pala, Tutor Job, na hindi sila makaka-catch up sa ating tutorial every 3 p.m., they could watch the replay. So you could
Yes.
watch with your online learners yung replay natin sa different Facebook pages at lalo na sa YouTube. Search nyo lang, English 9, Quarter 1, Week 7, or kung anong week ang gusto nyong i-replay. Especially, Tutor Job, yung ating mga dear online learners ay hindi actually wala pala sila sa ganitong topic. Yung iba, sabi sa
Mm.
amin dun sa GC, ay nasa modals pa lang sila o nandun pa lang sila sa conditionals. So they could replay our tutorial sessions. Alright?
Yes. And if there are also yung mga topics na medyo nahirapan sila, pwede ninyong panoorin ulit para mas maintindihan natin yung mga topics natin.
Tama. At para mas mapadali ang yung mga kailangan yung trabahuhin or mga
Mm.
discussions nyo or modules nyo para mas you could better answer them, please join our GC, DepEd National GC in English 9. Meron tayo dito mga students that belong to the GC and i-add nila kayo yung mga mga students natin. Sila na yung nag-add sa GC natin, Tutor Job.
Wow,
So,
that's
Tutor Job,
nice.
ano yung mga topics na natapos na natin at ano yung topic that we will be discussing for this session?
Okay, so of course, we are done with modal verbs, which you discussed on weeks 1, 2, and 3. You also discussed, you already wrapped up, am I right, sir? Yung on topic on conditionals for the past weeks, weeks 4, 5, and 6. And now we're on week 7. We are going to tackle communicative style. So specifically,
Okay.
intimate, casual, and conversational or formal communication styles. That's
Yes.
our topic for today.
Yes, very nice. Thank you, Tutor Job. At sige, before I read kung saang module reference to, batiin ko again yung ating mga students or learners. Hi, Sean Vincent. Hi, Shane De La Cruz. Hi, Kyla. Hello, Kyla si Peda from Gutad. May ang dami natin mga students talaga ngayon na nakaabang at nakatutok ngayon na yung mga students natin from Camarines Sur, meron din tayong from
Mm-mm.
Pampanga. We also have some students in Cebu at meron
Yes.
tayo from Isabela. Ano pa yung mga nakikita mo dyan kung saan silang lugar, Tutor Joe?
Oh, meron din tayong student from San Mariano National High School. Ito from Gutad National High School.
Okay.
Ayan,
So,
hello sa inyo.
Alright, sige. So proceed. Ano yung module reference natin that we will be used for this session, Tutor Joe?
Yeah, so we have modules from Region 5 Bicol, and we also have used as a reference modules from SDO Navota. So we thank you to these SDOs for lending us your materials.
Thank you very much po sa inyong magigiting na mga writers at mga validators ng modules. Pinaghirapan nila yan, my dear online learners, ha?
Yes.
And yep. So, all right. So, ayan, I just would like to remind Tutor Job yung ating mga dear online learners na
Mm-hmm.
kailangan natin, we need their feedbacks kung kumusta naman tayo mga tutor base. Yun yung tawag natin dito sa session. Lagi ang tawag sa atin, tutor base talaga. So, kumusta naman tayo? Later on, we will repeat din again, repeat this, yung kung saan sila mag-sign in on where they will give their feedback about us. Okay? So, nakapost naman to sa ating GC. So, kaya naman. Pag nandun sila sa GC, hindi sila papabayaan ng ating mga tutors. Di ba? Sige.
Yes, I agree.
Yan. At again, we have a 5-item exit assessment. So parang 5-item quiz lang to at the end na they will answer at the end of the session or kahit after the session na dun, as parang sort of assignment na din naman to. And this will be posted sa ating GC pad. Okay? So diretso na tayo dito. We have actually tutor jobs since ako yung nandun last week, no? Meron tayong assignment and every week kasi we have an assignment and I'm trying to challenge our dear online learners in grade 9 from the different places across the Philippines. Lagi kami may assignment. And our topic from last meeting was about third conditional sentence and they have to use it in their assignment. And the situation goes like this. If today, a lot of the things and moments, given our situation right now, what are the things they wish they would have done if the pandemic had not happened? And they have to use to answer these third conditional sentence. At least two, kahit dalawa lang. At ito, alam mo ba, tutor job, ito yung mga output nila sa ating GC na doon talaga. Right after, alam mo ba, tutor job, after pa lang, right after the session, meron nang nagsabit ng assignment.
Wow, sana ganun din ngayon, di ba?
Sana all.
Oh,
Let be the response.
yeah.
Sana all.
Sana all.
Pero ina-awardan natin yan yung mga most punctual. Ito na yun. Okay,
Yeah.
so ito yung mga sagots. These are the
Wow.
outputs of the week. Sige. So, best in design goes to Jamaica Shane Manabat from Gutad High School.
Oh.
Tingnan mo naman, no? Sabi ni Shane, pakibasa nga, Tutor Job.
Okay, so yung sabi ni Shane, if the pandemic had not happened, we would have gone to Boracay with my uncle, Daryl, because, wow, social, sana all talaga, no? Because he loves to travel around the world. If the pandemic had not happened, I would have stayed and spent time at my great-grandma's house before she died, but this pandemic ruined everything.
I knew this. I could remember Jamaica. Shane Madabat from Pampanga
Mm-mm.
messaging me na, "Sir, sorry I wasn't able to submit my assignment on time because my great grandmother passed away because
Oh,
of COVID." So imagine, so kailangan talaga the COVID pandemic has ruined everything, our life, it changed our lifestyle, 'di ba? So
yes.
yun. So I awarded Jamaica as the best in the kita nyo naman, di ba? Napaka-simple, napaka-scrapbook style yan. And ano ang pwedeng maging message natin sa mga student at sa mga online viewers natin ngayon when it comes to this, sa sitwasyon ni Jamaica, mag-ingat tayo. Let's follow health protocols. Di ba? Tama, Tutor Joe?
Yes, tama. And of course, we're sorry for your loss, Shane.
Tama. So ito yung mga great grandmas natin or yung mga elders natin, wala naman silang ginagawa because they're inside their
Mm-mm.
houses. So
Yeah.
possibly, yung mga carrier ng virus ay tayo lang naman. So let's be careful and extra vigilant sa mga ganitong klaseng situation. Sa atin,
Yes.
okay lang, sa kanila it's not. Okay? Sige. Now, but sino naman tutor job ang ating best in grammar?
Wow.
Okay, may best in grammar tayo, syempre. Sayang naman ng mga output natin. So, sabi, ito yung sagot. This is the answer of Kyla Giyan na publiko from SDO Cagayan. So, we have one from Pampanga, yung isa naman Cagayan. If the pandemic had not happened, Sir Ellie or Tutor Ellie, I would have gone to many places, enjoyed my youthfulness.
Wow.
So, in meeting new acquaintances.
Yes.
If the pandemic had not happened, all my lessons could have been explained and discussed to me well inside the classroom. Naniniwala ka ba dun, Tutor Job, sa answer ni Kyla, na if the pandemic daw had not happened, yung mga lessons daw ay mas lalong may explain inside the classroom. What do you think
Well,
so?
well, yes, it's a thing, 'di ba? Na we go to school, 'di ba, for to have a personal connection. Of course, first sabi nga dito, 'di ba, meeting new acquaintances. And yes, isa ito sa mga parang nawala sa atin ngayon, yung physical presence natin, 'di ba, with friends, but also your connection with teachers. But,
Yeah.
syempre hindi naman natin hahayaan na ganun-ganun na lang 'yon. So, of course, that's why we have these kinds of programs, and so as your teachers are doing our best um to resolve this issue na yun hindi daw na-explain ang mga lessons ngayon gawa nga ng current setting natin. But I hope and we hope with this ETUlay, mga tutorial sessions natin and all would bridge the gap between these issues, no?
Alright, that's right. Kung nahihirapan man kayo sa mga module nyo, yes, it's bad and unfortunate that we don't have face-to-face classes.
Yes.
But if you're having a difficulty with modules, kaya nandito ang ETUlay. Nandito kami ni Tutor Job and me, Tutor Ellie, para i-discuss sa inyo ang topic natin at mga iba't ibang most essential learning competencies for English 9. So don't worry, hindi
Yes.
lang kami English ha, pati lahat ng subjects meron yung ETUlay ha. So if you're having a hard time with modules, just consult your ETUlay tutor or manood kayo sa DepEd EdTech Unit ng mga ETUlay sessions and yun, itype nyo lang yung subject at anong topic doon. Alright?
Yes.
So yung most punctual natin, ito yung sinasabi ko na right after ng discussion, may pinasa agad. Sabi ko, wow, grabe yung mga students natin. Thank you, Clarice K. Cabico from San Mariano National High School. Okay, most punctual natin yun. And later, we will try to find out kung sino kaya yung lucky winner natin na mananalo ng GCash. Kasi,
Wow.
oo, may ganun tayo. Kailangan yun. Oo. So, may pa-spinning wheel tayo at the end of the session at bubulahin natin no kung sino kaya dito kay na Graymar, sino kaya dito sa mga active online learners. By the way ha, mag-comment lang kayo lagi sa mga activities natin or mag-answer kayo ng mga questions dahil mag-a-award din tayo ng most active participants sa ating ETUlay. So, nababasa namin yung mga comments nyo. Hi Sam, Graymar, Danver, Misha. Medyo mga bagong names to, Tutor Job eh. Sino pang
Oo.
meron dito?
Actually, this is I have a student here from Solano High School, diba? Hello,
Ooh.
hi Danver Asis, diba? Grade 9 Dalton sa school namin. Hello, Ms. Miranda. Ayan. So, hello, welcome sa inyo.
Ayan, so
Myanmar. Ayan.
nandiyan yung teacher
Andito na
niyo
sila.
si Tutor Job, 'di ba? Proud kayo,
Yes.
syempre naman. Nakikita nationwide. Sige, proceed. Ito naman yung mga meant to, mga with honors natin na nag-submit pa rin at well commended
Mm.
sila kasi despite they have a lot of modules to answer, they have a lot of PowerPoints to make, still they made some time to
Mm.
to create this kind of outputs. And salamat sa inyo, Darwin and the rest. Meron din tayo sila Sean, Vincent, Krelmuhi. And yun, thank you very much sa inyo lahat sa laging pag-support and pagiging active participant. Saludo ako sa inyo mga batang to. Okay? So, ito yung topic natin. Ano yung topic natin for this session, Tutor Joe?
Yes, Tutor Ellie. We're going to talk about communicative styles, specifically casual, intimate, and formal communicative styles.
Yan, alright. So, ayun, we are already on our quarter 1, week 7.
Week 7.
So,
Yes.
I would just like to update or to remind our dear online ngayon na for the next week, we will not be having any session kasi it's November 1st week. We have to be with our um, you know, deceased loved ones. So, yun, medyo nasa sa mga cemetery tayo or nagninilay-nilay tayo or nagpipray sa mga lost souls nila. Yun. So, yeah, we will continue by the second week of November and that would end our first
The
quarter
first quarter.
sessions. Imagine mo, week 8, hanggang week 8 lang tayo per quarter. Tapos yun, patapos na tayo ng first quarter, second quarter na, di ba? So yun. So these are our objectives for this session. So number 1, the first objective, Tutor Joe.
Yeah, so during this tutorial, you should be able to distinguish the types of communicative
Yeah.
styles.
The second one is we have to recognize the importance of using the appropriate communicative style for each situation. And lastly,
It's to employ appropriate communicative styles for various situations.
yeah. So later on, we'll try to check this out if we were able to accomplish this objective, these goals sa ating session. Okay, let's proceed. So, take it away, Tutor Joe.
Okay,
What shall we do here?
for this first task, we're going to identify who's talking. Okay, so what is the relationship of these two persons who are talking right now? So as you can see right now, they are anonymous. Okay, so first, the first person would say, "What's up, homie?" And the other person replies, "Nothing much about you," sabi niya, 'di ba? Now, let's try to identify what could be the possible relationship of these two persons talking. Sige nga, tingin nga tayo sa comments natin. Ano kayang relasyon ng dalawang nag-uusap nito? Judging
Yeah,
only on the choice of words that they... Oh, meron
yeah.
sumagot. Jamaica said, best friends? Yeah, they could be friends, sabi
They
din.
could be.
What else? Did you have anything else in mind? But
Mm,
what's
sige.
up, homie? Sino kaya yung mga nag-uusap ng mga ganitong mga terminology, di ba? Oh, but they could be classmates. Well,
They could
yes,
be
those
classmates.
answers are right. So they could be friends, they could be best friends, they could be classmates. That's
Yes.
right. Let's look at the second conversation naman, sir.
Okay,
Can we
sige.
proceed to the second
Wait
version?
lang, Tutor
Oh,
Joe.
sorry.
Tingnan natin. Sige, meron dito sila Graymar, sila Jamaica, best friend, Kyla,
Mm-mm.
Leonard, Roy, friend. So
Sabi
tama.
ni
So
Leonardo,
cousins,
bro.
pwede naman pinsan, 'di ba?
Oh,
So
pwede.
medyo ano, what's up,
Bro,
Kobe?
sabi ni Leonard nga, they are bros. Ano ang
Sabi,
difference ng bro sa
Darwin,
friend?
natawa ko tutor job ito. Sabi, Darwin. Ang sabi ni Darwin, mag-asawa daw. Ikaw, Darwin, ha? Niloko mo kami, ha?
Ibang klaseng ano nga,
It's
ibang
not, ano,
ang cool naman ng mag-asawang 'to, no?
pwede naman. Pero it's not actually exactly mag-asawa or
Yeah.
they are married couple hats. No, it's not
Yeah.
normal. So, ganun ka ba? You try to ask your mama or your papa if they are like that, Darwin.
Sige, tanungin
So,
niyo
it's si
natin
Darwin,
just to confirm, no?
Pero
Malay mo, pero
napaka-active ni Darwin sa atin.
yeah. But I think that's unlikely naman, no, na may
Yeah.
mag-asawang mag-uusap na ganyan. Yeah.
Yeah. Sige. How about the second conversation? Ako na nito. So, sabi good day, sir. Okay. Good day, sir. Then the other one says, good day, please get ready for your report. So what do you think, my dear online learners, is the relationship of these two entities, of these two people? Are they classmates? Are they friends? Are they someone or, very close
Mm.
to each other? We'll see, okay?
Ayan,
So,
sabi ni Jamaica Shane, sir, oh.
sige.
They are,
Ano yun?
sabi niya, teacher and student. Possible ba yun, sir?
Hmm. Sure kayo? Teacher and student yun? Tama. The answer is yes. It could be
Yes.
teacher or student. Okay?
And I
Teacher
also
and
like to
student.
recognize, sir, yung sagot ni Darwin. May
Ano yung
sagot si
sabi ni
Darwin,
Darwin?
oh, principal and a teacher.
Yeah, it could be.
Pwede
Yun
din.
naman sasabihin ko actually, tutor job. It could be a
Oo.
teacher and a student or a principal and a teacher or it could be a boss
Mm-mm.
or an employee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
O, halimbawa, si Darwin nagsabi noon, sino pa?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Sabi rin
Ayan,
ni
sabi
Darlene, sir, oh.
worker and manager. Or for example,
Oh.
ako yung worker, ako yung manager. Darlene, nasaan na yung report? Where is your report? Where is the attendance? Ano? Ganon. 'Di ba? So, tanong ko lang, Tutor Job, what if ganun yung setup? What if you are the manager and I'm the worker? Is it okay if I could say something like this? Like, what's up, homies? You are Tutor Joe, my boss, my manager, or my principal. Then I will tell you like and say something like this to you. What's up, homie? Okay ba yung Tutor Joe?
Of course not, sir, 'di ba? Kasi syempre
Yeah.
hindi siya ano hindi siya formal. So I would also siguro kung ako yung boss, 'di ba? I would find it mildly offensive, 'di ba? Kasi
Yeah.
you're not
It's hurtful,
respecting
offensive.
our work relationship. Yes.
Yes. O, like for example, isa pang example dito is, halimbawa sabihin ko 'tong si Graymar, si Marcelina, si Abigail, Jenny, hindi na ano, um, sige mamaya na lang meron pa tayong nag-example. Sige,
Yes.
sige, "Oy, ano 'to?
Ayan, ay sino kaya 'yan?
Ano
Ano kayang
'yan?"
relasyon nito? Sabi niya, "I missed you so
Oh my
much."
God.
Anong sagot?
What do you think is the reply? What do you think
Ano
is the
kayang sagot?
reply?
Ano kayang sagot? Anong sagot?
Gusto ko pahulaan. Gusto kong ipag-guess dito sa ating mga ano.
Oh,
Ano
sige,
kaya?
kayo sige nga
What do
sila
you
nga
think
yung
is the
sumagot,
proper
sir.
reply?
Let's
Sige,
see.
check natin.
Sana all miss daw, sir.
Reply. So yun. Tutor Joe, paulit naman ng statement with full emotion.
Yan. Oo. Kunwari, for
Tutor
example,
Joe.
someone would tell you, I missed you so much. What would
Ah,
you say? I miss you
o,
so
di ba?
much.
O, Krisha, Darwin, sino pa nagsabi dito? Abigail, sabi nila Abigail, their responses were, I miss you so much too. I miss you
Ay,
too.
sino ini-imagine niya dyan? Sino kayang ini-imagine nila
Ay,
dito?
okay. Perhaps pwede naman yung mga parents nila na,
Yeah,
hindi
of
naman nasa
course.
abroad or long distance. Pero ano
Yeah.
kaya dito? Let's see. Oh, tama sila. I miss you
Oh,
too.
yan. Very nice.
I'm so
Sabi,
happy to see you again after a long time.
wow,
Parang
what
10
could be?
years naman to. So, who do you think? Who are these people? What's the
Oh, yeah.
relationship of these two? Who are these people? And where do you think? Hindi lang tao ha. Let's also ask where. Saan kaya tong place na to? Where does this place, this situation took place? Or take place
Sabi nga,
rather?
sir, si Jamaica, sabi niya pwede, sir, convo pa daw din nila ng favorite cousin niya. O, di ba?
Oh yeah, that's right. Pwede naman if you miss your cousin so much and you haven't seen them for a
Yes.
while, di ba? So,
Exactly, yes,
ayun.
sir.
Ito yung mga tao, yung mga sagot dito eh. Ang daming sagot ngayon ah. Sige, Tutor Joe. Ano yung mga sagot
Ayan
nila?
na. Di ba sabi ni Darwin kanining what's up homie daw yung mag-asawa? Ito na daw yon. Ito na daw yon.
I see. And Darwin said, ito ay anak at mga magulang. Pwede naman, di ba?
Yes,
Pwede,
pwede
pwede.
rin.
John Matthew Elevasio said that they could be, wait, ang bilis, ang dami nagko-comment. Hinay-hinay lang.
O, kasi ang
Sige,
bilis nga.
nawala ako doon. John Matthew Elevasio said it could be a long-distance relationship and they did.
Mm.
But finally, yun, lovers, conversation on the telephone. Ayun. Okay, that's nice. Okay, that's good. So yun, ano nang sunod dito, Tutor Joe?
Yeah, so um based on this first activity that we had, let's try to hear how you talk to your classmates. Okay, so which of those situations can you relate to when it comes to your classmates? Okay, you can also say yung, di ba, what's up homie? Or you can also say yung things like I missed you so much, right? But what about when you talk to your best friend? How do you greet? Diba? How do you greet your best friend? Sige nga,
Sige.
pagka kunwari, makitingin ka tayo, classmates or best friend, paano nyo sila i-greet? Kunwari, matagal na kayong hindi nag-uusap, tapos gusto nyo siyang i-chat, ano yung sasabihin ninyo?
Okay, sabi ni
Sabi niya,
Darwin, "Hi, how are you, classmate? Pa-send nga ng answer ng module mo." Darwin, it's not good, ha? It's not good. You never do
nako,
that. Pero,
huli.
Tutor Joe, si Darwin kasi has this kind of personality. Medyo joker talaga siya. Pero Darwin is very industrious. Si Darwin ay hindi nanggagaya ng answer ng module ng iba. Alam ko yan. Kasi
Wow.
mga students natin yan, lagi nakaano eh. So ito, let's try to, like, Neil Bryan. Hello guys! Sabi ni Krisha, hello bestie. Then they call each other bestie, best. may chika ako. Oy, hindi pwede yon ha. Huwag masyadong ganun. Huwag tayo masyadong maging marites. We have to be, there's a proper time and context and place for that. Ano po? Sige,
Mm-mm.
sige. So about how do you greet your teachers pala? How do you greet your teachers? Halimbawa, kahit hindi na in face-to-face setup. Like for example, you want to message the teacher because you want to submit your late outputs or your late answer sheets. How do you greet your teachers? How do you start the conversation in the messenger? Ako, alam mo, tutor job, when I was in high school, hiyang-hiya ako mag-message sa mga teachers ko eh, di ba?
Yes. Oo
Sila
naman,
kaya
lahat
paano
naman
kayo?
siguro tayo, no?
Hmm.
Lalo na pagka
Okay.
yung strict na teacher,
Oh.
'di ba?
Oo, may mga strict talaga tayong teacher. Eto, sabi naman
Mm.
ni Graymar at Abigail, hello ma'am, hi ma'am, good morning, good afternoon po. Di ba? Napakababait naman. Yung iba kasi,
Wow, yeah.
alam nyo, my dear online learners, alam to ni Tutor Job, kami ni Tutor Job as teachers or tutors. Every time that you'll message your teacher, make sure you have to greet them first. Ano? Huwag naman na diretso
Yes.
na, ma'am, pasa po ako ng late na module. Huwag naman ganun. Let's start it with
Yes,
with
with a
the
greeting first.
with a
Yes.
greeting naman. Para respectful,
Mm.
respectful and kind. So, ganun tayo lang. Okay. What
Yes.
about this one? A priest or minister? What was the last conversation you have with a priest or parish, how do you call it? Parish priest or minister? Ano yung last conversation nyo? Ano yung pinag-usapan nyo? Or how did you talk with the priest? Sige, we'll try. Okay. Nakapagsimba pa ba kayo, especially this na in the middle of the pandemic? Halos kasi ngayon tutor job, 'di ba? Parang yung
Mm.
class na ngayon virtual na din. I don't know lang kung ano ha.
Yes.
Still depending pa rin 'yon on their religion. So yun,
Mm.
okay. So not all people conform to to one religion or one belief. So iba-iba tayo ng paniniwala. Pero yun,
Yes.
if they have a priest or not, so meron ba sila? Sige, sige, let's see later. We'll try to let them answer that
Mm.
question. Pero let's proceed. Kayo, my dear online learners. Sige, Tutor Joe. How about the president?
O, 'di ba? And how do you think will you talk to the president of the Philippines? For example, if you have the opportunity to talk to him, how will you talk? Is it the same way that you talk to your friends?
Oo.
What's up, homie? So,
Pwede ba yun?
would you have the guts to do that, no? Say
Yes.
to the president of the
Tama.
Philippines
Tutor
on his
Joe.
face?
Yes, Tutor. Baka
Yes.
pwede naman, I miss you so much.
Well, close kayo.
Oo. Pwede ba yun?
Yes.
No, it should be
No, no,
formal.
no.
Ako, Tutor
Yeah.
Joe, I have an answer. Tutor Joe,
Mm-mm.
I have an answer. If I have to talk with the president of the Philippines, I would say something like this, like, good afternoon, sir. Hello, Mr. President. I just would like to request to give all my dear online learners one laptop each and one
Mm.
and regular stable internet connection. Okay? Tig-isang
Yes,
laptop
sir.
po.
And tingnan
Di
natin
ba?
yung example na binigay ni Sir Eli, 'di ba? He was requesting for something but he requested it respectfully. You
Yes.
do
I
that
called
to
them Mr.
avoid.
President or
Yeah,
Miss
yes, you say
President.
Mr.
Yeah.
President. You say it nicely, even with the tone of your voice. Why? Because kung, oh, Mr. President, ganun ka agad sumagot, do you think he will listen to you? Of course not.
No.
Right? But if you
Baka
want to be
ipakulong tayo,
heard,
Tutor Joe.
oo nga eh, di ba? But if you really want to be heard, if you want to be heard, you have to say it respectfully.
Gracefully. So, yan, we are, every time there's a conversation, we have to consider who are we talking with and the place, the location.
Yes,
Okay?
yes. And we may
Let's
have
proceed.
noticed, right, that the way we talk to someone changes depending on whom we are talking to. So if
Tama.
you're
And
talking
yan,
to your friends, yes,
yes,
you speak casually. But if, for example, extreme na sabi nating President of the Philippines, you do not talk the same way to them.
yan. So, yung sinabi ni Tutor Joven ako, na we have to consider who are we talking with and the location. This is what we call communicative style already. Okay? This is what we call communicative style. Communicative style. And communicative style, it refers to the form of language that the speaker that we use, which is characterized by the degree of formality. When we say
Yes.
degree of formality, Ano ibig sabihin nito, Tutor Joe?
Yeah, so the degree of formality refers to how formal a certain situation is. For example, if you're talking with your friends inside the church, for example, di ba, hindi kayo magsisisigaw doon, right? So even if you are close with your friends,
Yeah.
even the location can affect the degree of formality. Okay, so
Yes.
when
So
we
we're
say
not
degree of formality, how formal the
yeah.
situation or your relationship is.
Yes. And again, it depends on who you are talking with and the location, the context. See?
Yes, yes.
So,
So by
ano
the
yung
way,
mga
sorry sir, hindi ko po pala
sige.
nailagay yung definition was given by Martin Jews. Oh, yan. Hindi ko
Okay,
lang po
sige,
na,
sige.
kaya baka nagtataka sila ba may picture doon. Yeah,
So
that's
this is the
actually yes.
yeah,
Si
so
Martin Jews, yes.
who's this Martin Juice?
Yeah, sir. He is, sabi dito, a linguist and a German professor. And he provided
Oh.
us with these 5 communicative styles that we are going to
Ah,
discuss.
so ano
Yeah.
kaya to, Tutor Joe?
So here we go. So we have now the 5 communicative styles as introduced by Martin Jews, which are casual, intimate, formal, consultative, and frozen. So
Yes,
throughout
tama.
our lessons, we're going to tackle these 5 communicative styles.
Right. Pero 'di ba, Tutor Joe, we will be only discussing the first three here, and this,
Yes.
the other twos will be discussed after the by second week of the November.
Mm-mm.
So dito muna tayong
Yes.
focus, my dear online learners. So dito tayo sa casual, Tutor Joe. Let's proceed. It's already 3:30. Okay? O ano yung casual communicative style, Tutor Joe?
Yeah, so ayan, ito yung pinaka nakita natin kanina na maraming nag-comment, right? It's the type of communication that we use between our friends, which can often be relaxed, sabi dito, relaxed and focus on just getting the information out. So, dito sa casual communicative style, as long as nagkakaintindihan kayo, walang problema. Okay? So
Okay?
kahit na wrong grammar pa yan, kahit na nagsiswitch kayo from English tapos biglang nagtatagalog or even in your
Yeah.
local dialects, basta ang importante in casual communicative style, nagkakaintindihan kayo. Slang languages are quite used in the instance of casual communicative style.
Yeah.
So I think
So
we have
yeah.
examples now, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, napakadali lang naman yun eh. Pag friends, mga beshi nyo, bestie, best, moms, mga ganun. So, casual
Mm-mm.
communicative style yan. Casual
Yes.
communicative style. And, casual conversation, chats with your friends, phone calls and messages. And ito ay ito talaga ay informal kasi you are very close with. So, napakadali naman ng casual communicative style.
Yes.
Nakuha ba, my dear online learners, para makapag-proceed na tayo? Nakuha ba yung casual? Paki-comment nga sa comment box, casual. Okay. Casual, C-A-S-U-A-L, kung nakuha. Okay. Sige, let's proceed, Tutor Joe.
Yes. So
Yung, ito
examples
yung,
ng
yeah.
casual communicative styles ay may mga inisingit na mga words or mga slang like for example lit, 'di ba? What does lit mean, 'di ba? Parang ang ganda, right? Or they can also say spill the tea. Anong ibig sabihin? Alam mo yung ibig sabihin sir ng spill the tea?
Ay, nako. So, you have the secret or, you have to
Mm.
say,
Say it,
there
what's
is
the
ito,
secret, right? Or for
it
example, for
was
gamers, they say GG, di ba? After a game, they say GG, which stands for good game. Ganyan.
good
Or
game.
when you say I'm hangry, do you know what hangry means?
What's
It's
hungry, Tutor
feeling
Joe?
it's feeling hungry and angry at the same time. O, di ba? Gumagamit ng mga these are non-existent words, but since it's only casual and as long as nagkakaintindihan nga tayo, it's okay to use these words, diba? Words like fam to refer to your family or your close
Alright, alright.
friends. So that's
Sige.
casual
Ako
communicative
parang
style.
malapit na ako maging hungry. Angry na hungry. Kayo ba, my dear online learners, are you hungry already? Hungry na, angry na? So sana huwag kayong umabot sa ganun. So let's proceed na tayo.
Yeah.
Ano? So yun, this is for the friends. If you want to have personal message, phone calls, tweets, Facebook posts that are very informal, casual, this is what we call casual communicative style. or when you watch vlogs or when you read blogs and watch vlogs. So yun mga casual yung mga ginagamit ng ating mga social media influencer. So yun yung
Mm.
casual. Napakadali lang naman, okay? So kayo, ano yung mga words na ginagamit nyo na kayo lang ang nakakaintindi in your group? Kayo lang nakakaintindi in your group. Ha? So yung mga words na ginagamit. So let's try to find it out, figure it out sa comment box. The words that your group only use sa inyo lang, solely. Okay? Dito na tayo, Sir Jov, sa Tutor Jov sa intimate. Ano? So, anong intimate tutor, Jov? Ang intimate pala ay this is a completely private language used within the family or very, very close friends or group. So, it uses personal language codes and grammar is unnecessary. So, parang it does not need complete language. Ano kaya ibig sabihin nito, tutor? Let's try to use the example that's in here. Yeah. So ito yung medyo ano naman, medyo intimate na kasi napaka-close na. Yung casual ay very informal pa rin pero still there's hindi siya ganito ka-extreme like the intimate communicative style. And examples of these tutors of ay, hey babe, how was your day? Darwin, Christine, Leonard, Marcelina, I love you. And XOXO. What do we mean by XOXO? Tutor Joe?
Yes, XOXO means as it stands for hugs and kisses. O, di
Kisses,
ba?
yun. So sila lang yung mga acronym yun na sila lang naka-like. Ano yung mga
Mm.
ginagamit nyo sa Facebook na kayo lang nakakaintindi? Yung mga acronym like BRB, like tawag dito like pag di ba sa mga live sale ay hindi iba yung example na yun. So yun, thank you so much for everything you've done for me. So very intimate siya. So yun, something
Yes.
it could be romantic or it could be something super close yung relationship nyo sa intimate ang communicative style. Okay? So meron pa ba tayong example dito? And these are
Yes.
used by tutors of by lovers, by married couples, by super best friends, parents, and relatives. So depende pa rin yun sa closeness or sa relationship nyo.
Mm-mm.
And God. Pwede naman kayo
Yes.
maging intimate with God ha. Not necessarily sabihan niyo si God ng, I miss you God or
Yes.
XOXO God. Hindi naman pwedeng ganun. It has
You
to
have to
be
also
intimate.
take note, of course, na intimacy, pag sinabing intimacy, hindi
Yes,
lang ito yung ano, kilig-kilig na ano sa
that's right.
magjowa or sa couples, ganyan, sa lovers. But intimacy can also be with your parents, di ba, na you are super
Mm,
close, and even your relationship with God. That can also be called
yes.
intimacy.
Okay, tandaan nyo ha, pag sinabing intimate, hindi lang yung mga jowa-jowa dyan ha, or mga ano,
Mm-mm.
ano pang romantic relationship. It's not only so isolated in that kind of situation. So it could be like this.
Yes.
Okay? So, diretso na tayo. Yes. O, di ba? May mga comments tayo dito. sige. Pero dito sa GC, huwag kayong maging intimate ha. Huwag naman masyadong intimate.
Yes, 'di ba?
Medyo ano
Note
tayo,
nyo kanina,
casual. Pwede
private
tayo.
sabi, 'di ba, sir? Sabi din kanina private.
'Di ba? Tama. Private. Ang intimate communicative style ay ginagamit privately. So, hindi ito private. This is an ETUlay online tutorial that is seen nationwide. Hindi to
Yes.
private. So, be careful with your words. Alright. Sige. Ano yung sunod? Tutor Joven. Meron tayong
Yeah, we're
casual,
done with
intimate.
casual, intimate. Now we're going to talk about formal
So, ano
communicative
yun?
style. So in formal communicative style, we impart information. Okay, we impart information, but we carefully choose the words that we use. Okay, in order to perform, sabi dito, well-formed sentences. So
Mm,
in formal communicative style, you have to really choose the words that you are going to use. So your speech or your utterances should be planned. Okay, so also in formal communicative style, you should avoid using slang languages. So
mm,
another thing, sir, sa next po, I also included, sabi dito, in formal communicative style, it is important for us to avoid contractions. What are contractions? These are words that, for example, can't, which stands for cannot. You cannot use can't. Your, avoid using that. Instead, say you are. And instead of saying don't, say do not. Okay. So those are
yes.
just some tips for you to make your conversations more formal. Okay.
Yes. Sige, what are the examples of formal? Saan kaya ito nakukuha? What are the context of a formal communicative style, Tutor Joe?
Yes. O where when we are in a meeting, kahit sa school organization lang 'yan or in a sa work natin, you have to use formal language. Even in interviews, job interviews, you have to be formal. And when you deliver your speech and listening when we listen to school lessons, you can notice that the type of communication used there is formal.
Alright. So, ayun. So, just remember the examples of formal communicative styles, ha? This is where formal communicative style happens usually, ha? And court hearing, di ba? Sa mga
Yes.
Korte Suprema or sa trial court, sa mga lawyers. So, these are the kind of conversation or language that are used in schools, yun, sa school natin or sa offices and so on and so forth. So, formal to kaya formal. Di ka pwede ba dito tutor Joe magsabi ng I miss you? I miss you sir, I miss you ma'am. Sa
No,
formal.
it's inappropriate for a
Sige.
formal setting.
Oo. Sige. So, yan. These
For
are the
example,
example. Example
yes,
tayo.
sir.
Sige.
Sa court hearing yan, sabi niya doon, I have no more questions, Your Honor. The defense rests. Di ba?
Di ba?
Napaka-formal.
Kaya nga.
Yes.
So, halimbawa, tutor
Maraming,
Joe.
yes, sir.
Sige, tutor Joe.
Marami
Halimbawa,
kasing tao na, ay, sorry. Sige
sige
lang,
lang.
sir. Go ahead.
Sige, tutor Joe. Go away. Go on.
Kasi marami yung mga yung mga parang ayaw ng formal settings kasi nga it's kind of intimidating for them. And of course, sabi nga natin, you have to think of the words that you're going to utter in
Yes.
informal communicative style. So what you should do is, of course, you have to widen your vocabulary. And in formal communicative styles, it's better for you to write down what you are going to say first before you say it para may confidence kayo to say it. Yun lang
Tutor
naman,
Job,
sir.
may tanong ako. Yung mga recitation sa loob ng classroom, does it belong to formal communicative style ba?
Well, there are times that we should be formal, especially when you see that your teacher is asking for example, a grammar question, ganyan, di ba? Or something serious. You have to say, you have to answer in a formal way. However, for example, ganito, tayo ay nagkakaroon lamang ng isang discussion and you can notice naman sa amin na hindi naman kami ganoon ka-formal, then you are also free to say your answers in an informal way. Pero ang tandaan
Ganda.
ninyo, kung formal ang teacher ninyo sa pagsalita, sumagot kayo ng formal. Pero kung
Formal.
informal naman, then you can also say it in an informal way.
Yeah. So still they have to consider their relationship
Yes.
or how close they are with the person. So yun. So we're done, Tutor Joe, with the casual, intimate, formal. So itong consultative and pros, and we will be discuss this by second week of November. So next week wala tayong pasok, wala tayong session kasi ayun, November first week, you know the drill.
Yes.
So yun, let's try if they were able to understand. Ayun, why do we need to know about the different communicative style? So bakit nga ba? Why do we need to know about the different communicative style? So, itanong ba natin to sa mga students natin, Tutor Joe?
Yes, sir. Pero magkakaroon din sila ng idea doon sa
Ah,
next na lines na. Pero
sige.
gusto kong makita nga rin. Pwede pa tayo? Do we still have time, sir, to look at the comments? Why
Pwede
do
ba?
they
Sige, go.
think? Pwede pa?
Sige. Why do we need to
Sige
know
nga.
about the different communicative style? Sige, mga my dear online learners. Bakit? Bakit kailangan natin na dito sa situation na to, dapat formal tayo, dapat dito ay
Mm.
intimate tayo, dapat dito ay hindi tayo pwede
Yes.
maging casual. Why do you think so? One sentence only, my dear students.
Kasi hindi rin ako naniniwala na ang topic na ito ay para lang sa school lang, 'di ba? We do not just talk about these topics just for you to get grades later on because we want you to become good communicators. So,
Yes.
why do you think you should know about these different communicative styles? Sige, tingin nga tayo, sir, ng sasagot.
Sige, we're waiting pa. Sige, kaya nila yan. One sentence will do. So, sabi ni Roy De Jesus, Sir, para po maging maayos ang pagsasalita. So that, in English, so that uh, it would be proper, the language could be proper when we are
Yes.
speaking. And para malaman, so that we could know which one is right and wrong. para malaman ng tama't mali na nasabing salita at magamit sa Jamaica, could you please rephrase that answer in English? Why do you think we have to learn about formal? We have to know intimate? We have to know casual? So, okay, balikan natin yung Jamaica. Medyo may nagugulan ako doon. Ha? So, I'll go back to yung Jamaica later. John Machi says, to have a good conversation with anyone you talk to. Tama naman, tutor joke,
Yes,
no?
exactly.
Kung pulis naman ang kausap mo, tapos sinabi mo na lang na, hey, ano yung natin sa casual? Kinasual mo yung
What's
pulis,
up, homie?
what's up, homie? O, di ba, baka na ano ka na, nakulong ka na, di ba? Tama naman yun, to have a good
Yeah.
conversation. Alam nyo, pag hindi maayos kausap yung tao, ayaw natin doon. Just to be honest,
Mm-mm.
no? Ayaw natin
Yeah.
doon. Sige. May mga sagot na yung mga students natin na delay lang talaga. So,
Yes.
we'll go back to their answers, no? Pero this one. Oh.
Oh, for
Sabi ni teacher, "Hello, Mr. Belleza, why are you late?" And the student, Tutor Joe.
chill, bro. Sabi, my alarm didn't go off. LOL.
So,
Sabi
do you think
niya.
that's okay? Do you think that's
Anong
okay,
gagawin? Ano
Mr.
kayang gagawin ni teacher dito?
O kaya ba? O labas! Go to my office. I will talk to you.
Yes.
Pero napaka-patient naman at very considerate ng ating mga
Yeah.
teachers. Pero student ha, huwag tayong maging basta sa mga teachers. Grabe yung trabaho nila ngayon. Okay?
Yeah.
So next tayo. Oh, bakit may ganun? Sabi ng
Please
boss,
submit your report today.
yan.
Sabi
And
ng
yes,
employee,
boss, I love you. Hindi man to pwede. Kick
pwede
na
ba yan?
yan.
Hindi, hindi eh.
Sabi ni Jamaica, kick na yan, sir. Tama, hindi pwede. Kung ako yung
Yes.
boss nito, I'll fire this employee.
Yes.
Hindi pwede ganun. How about the next one? Parent, dinner's ready. How about the child? Tutor
I
Joe.
appreciate you calling my attention regarding this matter, but I regret to inform you that I am currently in game and cannot respond immediately. I hope you understand. Ayan, di ba?
Topic
Gagawin
chat.
nung... Hindi ko alam. Actually, kung ako yung parent, hindi ko alam kung paano. Magiging proud ba ako? Magiging proud ba? Yeah.
Sabi ni Darlene may kilon, ay malala, iba sir. Iba, baka wala.
Yes.
Oo. So yun,
So,
napaka-formal
yes.
naman. Okay, sige, let's proceed. So, why do we need to know about the different communicative styles? So, tama yung sagot nila to have good conversation. Pero isa pa doon, Tutor Joven, is what?
It's of course to avoid conflict. Kagaya nung teacher tsaka student, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Mapapahamak ka kung ganun ka sumagot sa teacher mo. So you have to know how to adjust your communicative style. Of course,
Yes.
also, sige sir.
To build healthy relationships, tama dun yung pakasabi ng isa sa ating, one of our dear online learners, tama, to build healthy relationship, napaka-easy naman. And to solve problems. Bakit kaya solve problems? Bakit kaya kailangan to
Yes.
communicative style to solve problems?
Kasi you adjust your communicative style because if for example we have conflicts, right? You have to adjust. Nakakita na kayo ng dalawang taong nagtataasan ng boses at ayaw magpatalo. Okay, in order to resolve that, 'di ba kailangan na isa sa kanila ang magpakumbaba? So now
Yes.
for us, since we have the knowledge of different communicative styles, for example, meron kayong nasabihan na, "Hoy," sabi mo ganyan, tapos nakita yung principal pala yun. Siyempre, you
Yeah. So,
immediately know, you immediately
yeah.
understand na, mali pala yung pagsabi ko. So, you apologize and you adjust.
Yes. So,
Then, that's
it's
how
the
you solve
same thing,
problems.
Tutor Job, na sabi dito ni Darwin John Roa sa ating comment box. Knowing other styles of communication also helps students get information across more
Yes.
effectively. And by understanding what others around them, they can address those desires, allowing people
Yes.
who they are interacting with, yun, to be more receptive para mas lalo okay
Yes.
kayo. Yan,
Very
tama
good.
naman.
Yes.
So, yun, let's try to ask them, ano kaya ang sagot dito? Sup, dude? Just chilling. Is it casual, intimate, or formal? Sagot, bilis, 5 seconds. Kaya naman students natin yan. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meron na yung sagot. What do you think is the answer for this one? The answer
Yes,
is
tama.
casual. How about this?
Yes.
Please introduce yourself. I am Joven Hope Pilas, an English teacher from the Department of Education. And what do you think is the answer for this? Roy, Ashley, Marcelina, Darlene, Graymar?
Yeah.
Jamaica, what's the answer? It's formal. That's right.
Very
Oh,
good.
ako dito, tutor job, ikaw naman.
Please, sorry, naulit po ata.
Ano ulit? Sige. Okay.
Sabi niya dito, I just want you to know that I'm always here for you.
Oh,
Sa
sana all.
reply, thank you. I really appreciate it. Is this
Ah,
casual, intimate, or formal?
baka formal teacher tutor job. Formal ba ang sagot? My dear
Well,
online learners,
is
formal
it
ba ang sagot
formal?
dito?
Kung titignan natin ng maigi, it may sound formal, but the message is more intimate.
Intimate. Tama yung mga
Yes.
online learners natin. Nakikinig sila. May
Galing,
tutor job.
napakagaling.
Yes. Okay. So, the movie was lit. Lit. IKR, I've watched it over and over again. So, alam niyo ba yung
Oh,
IKR?
I know, right?
Ano to?
Sabi niya.
I know, right? I watch it over and over again. Gumagamit ka ba nito ng mga ganitong word shooter, Job?
In chat, ganyan, in
In
text. Pero
chat,
in
yes.
real life, hindi naman
Parang hindi
siguro.
naman,
I
no? The
rarely,
answer,
rarely.
yes. Yes. The answer is
Yan,
casual.
casual.
Tama. Tama yung mga students natin. Sila Kyla, Kim, Graymar, Darwin, Sean. And meron pa ba tayo? Ayun, naulit lang. Yun, excellent. We have excellent students, excellent learners right now. Di ba, Tutor Jov?
Yes,
Napakagaling.
I agree. Yes.
Yun. So just to sum up, ano yung summary what are the insights na pwede natin makuha dito, Tutor Jov?
Yeah, so in to summarize our activities for today, we have defined what communicative styles are. We also
Right?
identified the we 3 out of 5, diba? Because we're going to talk about them on November 9 pa yun, right? So which are casual, intimate, and formal. And of course, we discussed also the importance of employing appropriate communicative styles in various situations. Yan.
Okay, see. Yan. So that's our ang bilis lang no. Wait lang, I just would like to
Mm.
ask if nakuha ba ng ating mga online learners. Could you please type sa comment box if you were able to get it? Okay? Could you type it pakilagay nyo casual, intimate, at formal. Could you spell it out sa ating comment box kung nakuha ba ng ating mga dear online learners? Kasi we are already in the end of our presentation. Marcelina, Kyla, Riza, could you spell it out? Casual, intimate, and formal. Kung nakuha talaga.
Very
Ayun,
good.
nakuha nila. Tutor Job, I'm so happy.
Mm. Oo nga.
Yes. Yan. So, ayun, balik tayo sa objective natin. So, we're able to hit the different objectives. Were we able to distinguish the types of communicative styles? Okay, nakuha na nila. Chinachat na nga nila ngayon.
Yes.
Very participative sila. How about the second objective, Tutor Joe?
It's to recognize the importance of using appropriate communicative style for each situation. And nakita nga natin kanina, 'di ba, nasagot nila 'yan. So, yes, we have done that. And of course, lastly, to employ
Lastly, yes.
appropriate communicative styles for various situations. And I think by the things that we've seen sa comment box natin, you have done a great job.
Yeah. That's right. So we're really glad that we were able to accomplish our objective for this session. So yan. So ito yung assignment natin. Ito yung inaabangan talagang part. Ito medyo um, kaya to challenge to sa ating mga learners ngayon, di ba, Tutor Joe?
Yes.
The direction says they have to draw a comic strip showing any of the three communicative styles we discussed: casual, intimate, or formal. So they have to use at least three tiles in their comic strips. They have to be artistic as they can be, but a simple drawing will also do. Okay, and they have to identify the communicative style that they were able to decide on. Now, Tutor Joe, ano yun, lahat ba gagawan nila or pipili lang sila ng isa then they have to do the comic strip?
Yes, pili lang kayo ng isa. Pero syempre kung ginaganahan kayo, why don't you make
Yes.
3, di ba? Make one for casual, one for intimate, or one for formal. But we're only requiring you to select only one
One.
communicative
Alright.
style.
Okay, kung halimbawa ako, I will choose Tutor Joe casual. Tapos meron ditong tatlong boxes. So, ganun lang kasimple. Tapos, I will just put
Yes.
words sa mga balloon, mga text balloon.
Mm-mm.
Ganun yung tawag doon, text balloons. And yun,
Yes.
so, it could be a short story or maikli, it could be a short skit, short story lang, or
Yes.
you could draw your best friend there, or as simple as this. You just have to put the words or the conversation there.
Yes.
All right,
It can also
Roy
be a
versus
personal encounter, yung real life
yes.
experience ninyo.
Tama, tama. So, yan. So, ganun lang. We will also, para hindi din ko mahirapan, we will also put this assignment to our GC, to our DepEd National GC in English 9 with Tutor Ellie and Tutor Jove. So, doon tayo magkukwentuhan after this session. So, for sure, baka may magpasa na ng output. So, from the last weeks, puro tayo pasulat ng letter or ng answer, puro written. Ngayon naman, drawing. So, let's see, Tutor Jove, kung sino yung mga malikhain at masining na mga students natin o yung drawing naman ng kanilang ipapakitang gilas sa atin. Alright. So
Yes.
saan kaya nila isi-send yon? Sa ating DC. Kaya John Matthew, Elevaso, Jaisel, Marcelina, Jero, Roy De Jesus, Kim, sali kayo. Please join our National GC and English 9. So please type your full name here sa ating comment box, and nandito yung ating mga students na sina Darlene, Graymar, Kyla, Abigail, si Sean, Vincent. Sila yung mga kasali sa ating GC, and they will add you automatically. Ingat lang ha, we have to be careful and be respectful, and we have to use the formal communicative style in our GC. Okay? Malinaw ba
Yes.
yun? Okay. Pwede. John Matthew, pwede tayong gumawa ng comics. Imagine mo, Tutor Joe, gagawa daw ng comics.
Wow.
Grabe.
Why not? Di ba kung kaya?
Wala. So, saan kaya nila isi-send yung mga output, Tutor Joe? They could send it to DepEd National GC in English 9 or sa ating mga
Yes.
messenger or Facebook accounts. They could message us. Ellie Belleza and Joven Pilas. Alright. So, we're already done, Tutor Joe, with our learning session for this afternoon. Okay? So, yun, do not forget, my dear online learners, na mag-fill out ng ating exit assessment. At ito ay ipopost natin sa ating GC. Doon tayo mag-usap-usap. And, kumusta naman ako? Kumusta naman ako? Si Tutor Ellie. Kumusta naman si Tutor Joven? At ito yung gagamitin ng link. You have to provide feedback to us. So, kumusta naman kami kung nag-enjoy ba kayo? Ayun, Tutor, Tutor Jove. Any
Yes.
final statements?
So thank you once again for making my first, di ba, first session here
Yay!
memorable din. I really enjoyed your company, Sir Ellie, Sir Jester
Yes.
din, and of course our dear students who are very active, di ba? So I hope to see you again next time dito.
Ayun. Yeah, thank you very much, Tutor. At makakasama niyo pa si Tutor Joven by the succeeding sessions until fourth quarter tayo, ha? And sana please do not hesitate or don't be afraid of messaging us or pumunta sa aming GC. And thank you very much for all of your support. And we wish you all the best. Na you have to stay safe and keep watching and keep supporting us. Thank you very much sa inyo lahat. And please encourage others to watch also the other ETUlay sessions from grade 7 to grade 10 kasama ating magigaling at mga gwapo, magaganda na mga equally competent then ng mga junior highs na English tutors from grade 7 to grade 10. So ayan, thank you very
Yes.
much sa inyong lahat and goodbye! Tutor Jove, thank you very much,
Goodbye.
Tutor Jove.
Thank you very much.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!